Hi guys, we'll start soon. My friend is attempting to get on here. And so give us a few minutes and I'll have some background noise for you um, until she starts. Thank you. We're back. We took a little holiday hiatus, but we are back with our review. All right, guys, here she is. Hi, Miss Munoz. I'm gonna have some background noise for the nice folks to listen to while you get set up, if that's okay for you.
Can you hear me now?
Yes, I can hear you. Second time's the charm. And
Mm.
like I said, I will have background music until you get set up.
All right, let me know when you can see my screen.
I'll be quiet. I'm
Okay.
ready whenever you are.
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, Happy New Year. The team is back. We have been on a hiatus, but we'll soon rectify that starting today. So hopefully we'll make it short and sweet so you guys can have some information and have a successful trading time tomorrow. So we're going to look at the winners and losers and our favorites or things we should be looking at. So according to this list here that we have, the winners was Coin, 8%, Carvana, haven't looked at that biz in a second, Roku, ASML, Open, Dallas, Palantir, what's DKS? Draft. That's not DraftKings. Dix, uh, EBC, and Tesla. We also have Starbucks and Amazon. So those were the winners. And the top one I hear was Coin. So let's take a look at those for a second, if it lets me. Okay, so on the minute, we can clearly see that from the get-go, it was a very bullish entity here. It stayed way above VWAP, and every time it hit it, if you notice, almost every single time that it hit it, it would jump up, especially between 9 o'clock, sorry, 9:30, and I would say even around 1:30. And then it stayed up here, and then at the end of the day, it kind of scooted down. Um, that was basically for coin. We'll take a look at it on a daily as well. It looks like it's breaking out. It's at a good, last week would have been a great buy, according to this. It's a hammer and it's starting to potentially get out from this region area here, which Miss Green had identified a while ago that this was a good buying zone. So here it's starting to kind of going up. So this would probably be a good time to get it if interested. Vana, I wouldn't get this because this is kind of like what we defined as a trash. But it did a big, great, crazy, bullish from this line right here, which is, I believe, the 40. Um, it looks like a good area, also buying zone, because it has been going down for a little bit, and maybe people are starting to maybe pick it back up. Obviously, the best price to have gotten it would have been at the 300, but this could potentially be a good position to get, at least for a couple of days. But it is still kind of high in my opinion, but it could be a good opportunity as well. Roku uh, is high up there. I wouldn't necessarily get this. I would get it when it, below 90. It is really high up here. It could do a breakout as well from this ceiling and continue to go up, but I don't really trust this company, but I would wait because it is kind of, it doesn't move that much. I guess it does $3 a day, almost four, but I wouldn't trust it. My favorite of all time, ASML. This thing is a beast. Obviously, the 40 line was the where to get it. It did crazy jump 2 days in a row. It could start falling back down because there's really no. Let me look at this on a weekly. There's really no ceiling other than this one. So you maybe want to put this on your radar, guys, for a potential short, because it has been going up since April, of course, cray, and it's really far away from the mean. So this is a potential good one to short, but you have to have some money on this. So, but it is a good one to take a look at. Open, it's been going down, going down, going down. It looks like it's starting to maybe do a little reversal here, and it is gonna be winter time, and people are going to start buying stuff in the springtime. So I would observe this, but I wouldn't get this trustworthy thing. It's kind of dangerous, but if it does go back up here, I would short it.
It has some really long candles and wicks.
Yes, because that tells you that people don't trust it. When you look at these wick stuff, that means people is going. It's either machine or people are buying it to sell it. So that's what it's telling me. You're buying all this crazy stuff, but then it's to sell it to get your money. Because it's telling me that this cannot be trusted. It's not consistent. Here is starting to be a little bit kind of trustworthy to maybe it'll do a couple of things up. But, like you said, this is kind of trashy. Let's see. Let's take a look at Tesla. Let's look at Palantir, because that's one of a good one. Palantir is near the 40, the 20, close to the 40. It's been going up crazy. And it had a hanger here last week. And this was a very red line today. Very red day. Doesn't look very red in the 1 minute, but at the beginning of the day, it was very dramatic. It picked back up, but it was definitely a long and a short today, if you ask me, because you had some really good opportunities at the beginning of the day. It gave you another chance about an hour and a half later. And then I believe it's going to continue to go down, but time will tell. Let's take a look at EBC. EBC was a very good long today. It maintained above VWAP on a daily. Let's see what it has been doing. Yeah, it has been going down, but now it's starting to pick back up, especially at the 40 here, the average. So it could reverse here and start picking back up, especially these two candles here that are giving very bullish signals.
Do you have the high, all-time high? It's not that much for EBC. Was it $25?
I can confirm that. It looks like it's about 2303, 25. You can say between 23 and 24.
Yeah. Yeah. It's not that long of history, but yeah, I thought it was closer to 25. All right.
It's closer to 20. It's closer to 23 in all to be more precise than 25. So yeah, it could get back up here. It's starting to do a little pick me up, if you ask me. So that's something that maybe that people, our folks, could be interested in. Okay, let's take a look at Tesla and Amazon, and then we'll look at those losers and then some of our favorites. So, ladies and gentlemen, the place to short it at had been a couple of weeks ago. This was the opportunity, 483. As you can see, Tesla has been dramatically going down. This could be an area of observation where it could start picking up and then maybe go down or whatever. But I would observe this, because this is an area where it could break out, but I wouldn't like gung-ho on this. I would do some testing here first. Obviously, where Miss Green had identified this area, it would be a good buying zone, but even better would be her $300, 320. I would say 350 or so would be better. especially the stock is quite, interesting. So take a look at this. It could pick up back, do a little reversal because it has been going down for a couple of, days and stuff like that. But, you know, I wouldn't get a lot of this unless it's below 419, 350 or so. That's just my opinion. Amazona. Okay. So let's take a look at Amazona real quick on a weekly, and then we'll go daily, and then on minute. It has been going very consistently up and up, up and up. It's it likes this. It has been kind of bouncing off the 40 or the 100, and it's been staying around this area. If you ask me, it's kind of flattish-ish, but still kind of going up. I wouldn't buy it just yet. I would either wait here where Leanna had also marked this. This is an area of history, and you can see it's a floor slash ceiling. And I would wait. I would, if you're seriously into this and you want to get some shares, I would wait until 160 or so. Even better, 163.54. Sorry, this is like 190. 163.54 or so would be even better if you ask my opinion. And it's bound to get there, after the whole Christmas hype, yada, yada, yada. It could do a revert. I would just, like I said, be patient and wait. You can do some day trading and stuff like that, but the opportunity lies at 160 if you ask my opinion. Okay, let's take a look at some of those losers or winners, if you were shorting them. Chewy, Uber, we have a look at that. Taco Bell, also known as Tractor Supply. Manzana, Apple, MU, Wayfair, my nemesis, McDonald's. Interesting. Azo is a beast. Sam, and believe it or not, this is $197.87. AMD, Home Depot, and NVDA. So let's take a look at the Chewy one real quick, but then I'm going to focus on Apple, McDonald's, AMD, and NBA, and even Bank of America. All right, so let's take a look. So Chewy, on a weekly, as you can see, it has been going down. It's at a very good kind of buying position. On a daily, it is very low. Sorry, my bad. I keep doing that. It's very low. It has been going down, down, down. It looks like this could be a potential zone, like floor, because it has touched it a couple of times here in this area. So you may want to observe Chewy, but not yet. Obviously, this red candle is saying, hey, we're still going to probably continue to go down. Unless you see a breakout, I would not buy it just yet. But it is something to observe because it could do a flat bottom breakdown, and then it could potentially get down here. Here first at 27, and then potentially $19. That's just what I'm thinking. Let's say, take a look at Manzana. Manzana had a red day today. And it has been going down consistently after it reached this top right here of 288.12. It has been going down, down, down. I think it's going to get to the 100 and potentially even get to the 200, which would be a really good buying area, guys. 230. I would continue to observe this. I wouldn't buy this unless you're shorting it, because it's been consistently negativo. It goes up. So every high is kind of like a good opportunity here if you like the shorts on Manzana. Like I said, maybe do a test here at 258, but the best price I would say 230, but obviously 200 is even better. That Ms. Green had identified here below. So take a look and see what Manzana does. McDonald's, let's see. Mickey D's, okay. So every time it gets here, it has bounced up. Let's see if it continues to fall. This is the area that I had marked. Like I remember last year, I said, hey, guys, get it here. And I was absolutely right. It did a rampage up here. So I think it is going to do a flat bottom breakdown. I would wait again until we get to this area to buy it. So if it gets around here, put your little notification and get some McDonald's. And if it breaks this, over here at 269, but this thing is not going anywhere. So it's been going down, down like crazy. I would observe it. I believe it could do a flat bottom breakdown and then just wait and catch it until it gets down here. You get that green signal and you're good to go. Let's take a look at Azo. This is just a dream. It's, as you can see, it's been going cray down after such a skyrocketing event. You can see here, guys, that this thing has been, a skyrocket. I knew one day this would happen. And this is why you have to have dinero. It broke every average and it's starting to kind of like, stopping itself from
So you
crashing.
see how long it's been going since
Yes.
like August, September.
Yes. So this is what you want to observe. If you have money like this, guys, this is a good opportunity for Azo. If it continues to break down, just keep going because this thing is off the chain. And I knew at some point it was going to go cray down because it has been skyrocketing like crazy. And so now people are bringing it down, bringing it down. Hopefully it could get down here, but you have to observe it. This is a good buying zone. It already passed everything, every level. It could continue to go down. You just never know because it has been such a wild beast. Maybe people want to level set it. So if you have this kind of cash, observe it and make sure you get it when it starts going back up because it's going to go on its rampage again. AMD, it had a red day. It jumped up like crazy here, but it is in the averages are kind of reversing. So you may want to be careful with this, but it is high up there. I would wait. I would wait around here, 160. What's this number? 164 or so. That's my opinion. And yeah, that's that. Let's take a look at its nemesis, NVDA. Similar thing. It has been going down since October. It did start to do a little pick me up here, but the averages are kind of starting to cross. I would say that it would continue to go down because it hasn't shown a lot of like strength in continuing up because it's kind of like flattish here. I would say if you can get this, any dip that hits the averages or whatever, that's when you want to get it. If it breaks down from this area right here, 170 or so, just wait till it gets to the 200 and make sure you get the lowest price possible and get this company again, because this company, all eyes on me, and it's I believe is number one. Bank of America, maybe it's going to do the same thing as EBC. It did have a hanger, so this could potentially go down like crazy tomorrow. And you can see that Miss Green had identified the ceiling. So this is actually a good opportunity notes for people maybe to short this tomorrow when it does a little pop-up maybe at the beginning. This is an obvious hanger. So yeah, maybe it will go down to at least here or something. So yeah, that's all I have. If you have any questions, any comments, hit the like, hit the subscribe. Miss Green, you have anything to say?
Yeah, can I put a request in for DraftKings since
Sure.
I have that contract that expires in March.
Yes, ma'am. MG. And guys, this is what you can do, just like Miss Green here. She made a request, and that's what we like. If you put your request in, we would, give you our opinion, what we look at, and of course, it's subject to debate and analysis, and that's what it's all about. It's about analysis. Okay, so at least for today, draft was very strong to me. The buying opportunity was at the beginning, but you can actually see also anytime I hit that VWAP, you kind of had the opportunity except at the end of the dia, but it kept really progressing up Let's take a look at that daily. I think it's going to continue. It's giving good green signals, especially here. It was very flat, 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 flat. Now I think it's starting to break up. It looks kind of even here, which indicates it's not a hanger. So it could potentially continue to go up, especially for the football end of the season. What do you call it? Super Bowl. And if it breaks out from this area, I would even be even more happier. But it has been going up, especially since 11.6 and even here. So every single time it kind of hits these averages, it has been going up. So and it's hit it again here. You can see it does a jump. So hopefully this continues. It might do a little flat pattern here again, a couple of days, but then it could continue. And hopefully it gets up here and continues to on its way up. Um, and hopefully it reaches 44 and over.
Can you
Let's
zoom
take a,
in a little bit to see a couple years?
yes, ma'am. Hold on. I like to go on a weekly here. Yeah, so ever since it hit the 200, you can see it's been going up. So that's very, very good. Like I said, in November, October, it's been giving good green vibes, bullish signals here. So hopefully it gets at least to 50 from here. That would be fantastic to the Super Bowl. It has reached its craziness. It had a craziness, at 75. But I would say if it gets to 48, 50, that would be fantastic. It would be fantastical. Any other questions? Any other requests, ma'am?
No, that's it.
All right, guys. You have a good evening. Rest well. Focus. Have a successful trading day, and we'll see you tomorrow.
I
Peace
see
out.
you guys. Peace. Thank you.
You're
And we'll be
welcome.
back.